Hey everyone, Connie here with a bit of an important update regarding things. So you may have noticed just the other day, just yesterday, I believe, um, that the Harley Quinn reaction was blocked on BitChute. If you hadn't seen it in time, you may have clicked the link to the BitChute video and found it blocked. So, what do I do about that? The answer is simply it gives me one option on the site to appeal it. Um, the problem is I have no fucking idea how BitChute's appeal system works because it's not really transparent about that. BitChute's not really transparent about a lot of things. Um, I don't know what will happen if my appeal is denied. I don't know if it just means okay, the video is still blocked, or oh, my channel is going to get fucked. And considering how many videos I have linked onto BitChute over these years, if the channel gets fucked, if the BitChute channel gets taken down, that's going to fuck up a lot. So, wouldn't it be more advantageous to just let that lie and have that video be blocked and everything? Well, the issue as well is that it's not the only one. See, if I scroll through my BitChute page here, I find that most videos are fine, especially in the more recent years, I guess. Some of the older videos, especially ones that got a lot of views, were also blocked, but um, those ones I think were also redirected onto other sites too, to be fair. But a lot of the more recent videos, especially the one since I started basically doing exclusively BitChute, have been blocked or have been not blocked. They're still visible and everything, but there are some that are, and some of the ones, for example, that are blocked are all of the Watchmen reactions. We got up like 4 Watchmen reactions so far. All of them are blocked, and I don't know when they were all blocked either. I don't know when, like, how long it took to get them blocked because no one's told me um, on the reactions or on the redirects in the comments, which means probably I'm not getting a lot of views on those videos, but no one said anything, so they must have been able to watch them for those who did prior to them being blocked. Um, but yeah, it's like I don't know what to do about that because I don't have those reactions on my computer anymore. See, after I put up a reaction, I usually delete it from my computer to save space, right? Well, that means that most reactions I've done, even semi lately, are gone. I usually only keep them on in my folders for like a few weeks before I clean up my folder to make room for more stuff. And when I delete reactions, they usually just auto deletes instead of going into the recycling bin. I guess maybe because of their file type or size or something. I don't know. It's just it's what it does, and I've never really thought about it. But now we have instances of basically an entire series of reactions being blocked. And again, I don't have them anymore. There's nothing I can do. And it's not even just them. If I continue to scroll down, again, while most everything is still visible, you will find other stuff if you scroll far enough that is also blocked on BitChute. Such as the Lean on Me reaction, the movie with Morgan Freeman, which was a donation reward. And again, I don't have that anymore. I don't have the reaction file anymore. I can't do anything about that. And I think at this point I was still already uploading pretty much just primarily to BitChute. I think I've been doing that for at least maybe a couple months. I don't know. But still, it's like that means I can't access the page when it's blocked either. If I try to go to the page, it doesn't let me do pretty much anything with it. It just opens up a video blocked specific page, and it says your video is blocked under the following community guideline: copyright. Please see community guidelines for more details. To appeal or otherwise query this decision, click here. And again, no clue what that's going to do to my channel if the appeal fails. And the problem is, it probably won't fail, or it probably will fail, rather. The appeal probably will fail because, you know, none of these companies fucking understand copyrights and specifically fair use law. So, they'll probably see it as reactions aren't fair use enough for them. And so they probably won't accept an appeal. And again, most stuff on here is still visible. You scroll down, I'm like in July right now, and it's like pretty much everything is still visible. I'm seeing stuff from Spy Family, from Miss Marvel, and it's like, yeah, mostly everything is good on BitChute still. But like you see on July 9th, Great Gatsby, that's blocked. And it's almost like random things too, because it's not just all movies, because A Few Good Men is visible. It's just very specific things. And I don't know, and I can't obviously assume. I don't know if someone's like somehow targeting things, but then why would they only be targeting a few certain videos? Mitchell's versus the Machines is blocked. This is stuff I didn't even know about until now. I didn't know that was blocked until right now. The theme song takeover video isn't blocked. That's funny. Because you would think something with music would be much more like, well, I mean, a lot, most of these have music, but you know what I mean. Something that is so music heavy would be blocked easier. And it's like there's certain things I already knew were blocked that are, again, older. Like the Steven Universe movie reaction, which is like almost 3 years old at this point. That's been blocked. Also, that one wasn't blocked for copyright. That one says it's blocked for platform misuse. I don't understand. I can check that one easily, though, even though it's 3 years old, because that's my most viewed video on BitChute, with almost 4,000 views here. But like all of the videos that show up on my most viewed, which a lot of which are Mob Psycho reactions, all of those are blocked too. Because I guess because they got enough attention and that alerted people or something. I don't fucking know. So the question is, what do I do? Well, the one big thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to start saving the reactions. Not necessarily the whole redirects and everything, because those will be fine up on the YouTube channel. But I'm going to save the actual reaction files so that if anything is ever blocked or taken down again, I'll have the file available to put somewhere else or something else. The next part of this is I'm going to do what I did with Harley Quinn. With Harley Quinn Season 3, Episode 1, I put the file up on Dailymotion. I put it under a password-protected upload just for some extra hopeful security to stop it from being blocked and all. And that seems to have worked for now. So that is going to hopefully be an alternative. Meaning for anything that ends up getting blocked, I will switch it over to Dailymotion. I'm probably not going to get rid of the files on BitChute. Those will just stay up, but I'm going to just, you know, move the reaction over to Dailymotion since I'll now be, uh, saving all the reaction files themselves. Um, there's not really much else I can do for that. Because the thing is, I would put them on Google Photos again, but Google Photos, semi recently, it actually probably was a bit ago at this point, uh, put through a limit on their accounts now. So it's like Google Photos used to be entirely unlimited, but now it's limited, and you can only put so much up, which is fucking stupid and sucks. It's greed. Google, one of the biggest companies in the world, is being greedy for more money. That's literally it. Because what you are forced to do is you are forced to pay either a monthly or a yearly plan in order to, you know, in order to expand your storage. You can expand it by 100 gigs, 200 gigs, or 2 terabytes. The 2 terabytes is obviously stupid expensive compared to the other two, but still. And honestly, 100 or 200 gigs is not as much as you might think. That can be caught up to fairly quickly. Because to my knowledge, it's not like 200 gigs a year. It's just that's it. That's just your limit. So if that 200 gigs ends up being filled, you're going to be fucked out of luck unless you upgrade to the 2 terabytes. And the 2 terabytes, that will last a while, admittedly, because terabytes are huge. But it's like the 200 gigs, it's like if you manage to fill that, for someone like me who does these reactions, and those tend to take up more than just like, photos. If you're just using Google Photos for actually like photos or pictures or stuff, you'll be fine with 100 gigs. Honestly, it would take you a long time to fill up the 15 gigs that it limits it at normally. But it's like if you fill things up otherwise, it's like what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You have no real options at that point. And it's not really that simple as opening up another Google Photos, because you basically have to have another Google account for that. And there's a lot that goes into that, and it's just like, is it really worth it at that point? So it's just a shit show. It's an absolute shit show, no matter what. And it honestly just irritates me. I have very little options because companies don't understand copyright law. And it it just ends up hurting reactors like me. And it hurts reactors in general. Not just the ones who, like me, would redirect something, but reactors who even have to cut everything down might face a lot more issues too. And it's stupid. Because reactors shouldn't need to cut things down in the first place because of fair use, but even the ones that do can still get targeted. I've heard of multiple reactors that I watch who will put up a video and it gets blocked or community guideline striked or whatever. And they have to take it down, re-edit it, and re-upload it to try and take out the part that was specifically that it was specifically blocked for or whatnot. And it's stupid because even those who edit it down to having 10 minutes worth of a reaction or so, in the video. It's just like it's entirely fair use, 100%. And there's still and there's just no getting around it. There's no real way to get around it, whether you put them on YouTube directly or you redirect them. Unless you like somehow did your own video hosting site or something like that, there's really nothing you can do. It's unfortunately not really fixable. And so the only thing I can try to do right now is to try and work around it. Google Photos was honestly the best option because I don't think I've ever had any copyright issue at all with them. And I'm hoping that Dailymotion works out. I can't promise that, but I'm hoping it does. At least for the ones that I have to switch over to that. It's just like, it's sometimes you get to the point where you almost wonder if it's just not worth it anymore. And I'm not trying to say like I'm thinking about quitting or anything or cutting down even. Not really entirely at the moment. It's just I'm getting sick of this shit. And I mean, it's not even just for like reactors. So many different types of YouTubers are constantly facing so many problems for various things, and it's entirely bullshit every time. Basically, this all got fucked up when YouTube became a corporation for Google. When Google bought YouTube, that fucked the entire website up, and it's never been the same. In fact, it's gotten worse in so many ways. All YouTube cares about nowadays are its advertisers and ways that it can make money. If it's not making money, it doesn't give a shit. Small creators don't matter to the YouTube machine. Creators who are doing content that isn't just automatically valuable to YouTube don't give a shit. And sometimes there's creators who are targeted for possibly bigoted reasons. You hear about the Corey Kenshin incident lately? It's all bullshit. It's all fucking disgusting. And it's capitalism. It's fucking capitalism at work. And there are people who praise this shit. There are people who act like capitalism is God's gift to humanity. And it's like, how are you this fucking dense? It is so actively against people and people's interests. Capitalism by nature is anti-humanity. It is anti-humanity and pro-money. It is all about money and all about fucking over the people. And I'm hoping we can get through this. I'm hoping we can get through this. And even if we have to use this Dailymotion thing, I'm hoping it works out. Because if this does continue to be a major issue, if Dailymotion doesn't work out, if everything continues to basically go to shit, I don't know what I'm going to do. I admittedly do not know. And I obviously don't want to cut things down. I don't want to eventually stop reacting. This is honestly, without any kind of consistency at all, of course, kind of like a dream job for me. I don't have like a consistent pay or anything associated with it. All I have are the donations you guys give me, but it kind of comes across that way as a dream job. And the thing with that is that with a dream job, it's something you don't want to get rid of because it's something that you love doing. But if it ends up being a detriment to my mental, emotional health and everything here, there's going to at least have to be some changes made, right? And again, I'm not saying that anything is being even considered right now. I'm just saying that if that ends up happening in the future, I might have to at least cut it down. Like, notably. And I don't want to do that. And so I don't know what I'm going to do with all of this yet. I'm going to, I know what I'm going to try for the time being. Again, I'm going to try the daily motion thing. And hell, if I even have trouble with that, I'll try a second option with that. Because as you may know, like when I made that video about finding all those old videos from my old channel and everything on Daily Motion, I mentioned in there that, oh, all these old videos have like coded titles. Like the titles aren't obviously like, oh, this is a Young Justice video. It doesn't say that in the title. It just has a bunch of numbers and letters. But if you figure it out, you'll see there's a YJ in there. And then you'll see like the numbers that correspond to the episode. I might have to end up doing something like that. But I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And if certain shows are specifically being super targeted like this, like Watchmen or Harley Quinn, I don't know if Harley Quinn is going to be the entire series or if it was just the first episode, but of season 3, mind you. But I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this kind of bullshit. It's absolutely unacceptable. But unfortunately, there's not really anything I can do. I'm just a single person who's not very savvy with all of this kind of stuff. I'm not very savvy with how to handle all this kind of stuff. And honestly, I lose a lot of motivation very easily, especially in the face of, being fucked over, basically. So, I don't know. If things continue to be fucky like this, I don't know what's going to happen. And I hate that. And I hate that there's even that possibility of things getting fucked over even further. But not really anything I can do about that. I'm pretty much at the mercy of these companies and their misunderstanding of simple copyright law. But either way, I do want to actually use this to bring up a second little thing real quick at the end here. Because the entire idea of cutting back has been floating in my mind lately. As I said, nothing is happening as of right now. I'm not even really entertaining and changing anything right now, but there has been a thought flowing in my head. Because I've been ahead of the game pretty consistently lately. For the past months and all, I've been recording at least a week ahead, but more often 2 to 3 weeks ahead. And some shows I specifically record even further ahead, just because I get really into those shows and I record a bunch of those reactions much quicker than other ones. Um, but there's also still a lot of things I'm reacting to. I react to a different series every day of the week, on top of movies and other stuff from donation rewards and just various other things here and there that I do. And so again, nothing has been actually planned or even floated around as being planned yet. It's just been crossing my mind at the barest level. And that is, if I do eventually have to cut back, how the fuck do I do it? Because I have to account for the fact that I have donation reward slot, poll slot, and so on and so forth. So it's like, how do I cut back? What do I cut back? And is that going to mean I'm going to have to cut back on shows I really want to get to? And how am I going to do this? Because that's going to make me have to wait longer on certain shows, and it's going to bother me in an entirely different way. Let's put it that way. You guys know that sometimes I tend to overwork myself. And again, right now I'm fine. Right now, with recording things well in advance, I'm pretty okay. I have no issues that I can speak of. But if I were to cut back at any point, the issues would arise from that. Well, if I cut back, there would already be issues at that point, and then it would just create more issues, and I don't know. And I've even been thinking, again, on the barest level, about the idea of maybe even not scheduling anything anymore, or at least for a time being. Like doing everything like just, put up things when I put them up, when I get to them. No real order, no real schedule for anything. But last time I tried doing that kind of thing, certain shows would be kind of pushed to the wayside. Certain shows would not get enough attention, not get recorded enough, and it'd be like weeks between reactions for certain shows. And so it's like I'm worried about that, especially if I have too much on my plate as well from that. I would prioritize some shows while other ones might get, way too random of an upload schedule. So again, I'm not entertaining anything, but I just wanted to bring this up as just to mention, to be completely transparent with you guys. With you guys, girls, NBs, everyone. Sorry if I sometimes use guys as like just a blanket term. It's something I try to stop doing, but sometimes it just kind of happens even without me thinking about it. So apologize if that bothers anyone. Just want to make that clear. That's not intentional. But yeah, there's so many. I want to be transparent with you all, and there's just so many things that cross my mind sometimes. And especially with these issues that have come up, I can't say it hasn't crossed my mind. So I just wanted to inform you all of this, let you all know what was going on and what would be going on. Right now, nothing for you guys is really changing. It's all on my side. It's all in regards to where it's going to be redirected to. So yeah, there's not really much I can do. If your device has trouble with Daily Motion where it didn't with BitChute, I very much apologize, but there's nothing I can do. With certain shows or reactions or whatnot, I might have to put them on Daily Motion. And mind you, I'm only going to put them on Daily Motion if BitChute gives me fucking issues with them. I'm still going to have BitChute as my main intended source of redirecting to. I'm going to keep an eye on Harley Quinn reactions. If those continue to be blocked on Dailymotion or on BitChute, I will move those to Dailymotion permanently, just as a series. When Watchmen returns, that will be on Dailymotion for the rest of the run. Just because, again, every single one of those have been blocked on BitChute. And for movies, again, I'll keep an eye on those. If those end up getting blocked on BitChute, I will move those to Dailymotion as well. And like I said, I am going to keep all of my reaction files from here on out. Hopefully it shouldn't be a big problem for my computer storage. My computer storage is fine for the moment, but if that does become a problem, I don't know. Some older things might have to start getting taken down. Or at least some things that I know are safe. Because I'm going to be saving up everything right now, just in case. But if it gets to the point where I need to start deleting stuff, I'll just obviously start with the stuff that's safe. That I know is going to be safe. Like Centaur World doesn't seem to have issues, for example. But yeah, if anything happens in the future after I delete that, though, that would be a problem. But at that point, nothing I could really do. So yeah, again, just wanted to keep you all up to date. Wanted to be transparent with what's going on. I hope you all understand. I know this was a long update video, but there was a lot I needed to talk about. It was kind of important to the channel. And hopefully, things work out in the end. But in the meantime, if you have any thoughts, any ideas, anything, please let me know down in the comments below. And we'll kind of go from there. But for the time being, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.